Hmm.
So see, previously already we had covered this object topic. Okay. So and also we know that regarding the object. So just to go through that one time up to where we had covered, and after that we will move next. So in ECMAScript, objects are the king. If you understand the objects, you understand the JavaScript. Booleans can be object, numbers can be object, means everything can be object. Okay, and all JavaScript value except primitives are object. Only you can remove the x means a primitive one. Primitive means number, those all things, but that also comes under the object. But here the word is written all. That's why. Okay, so JavaScript primitive. So already we know that what are the primitive data type. So string, number, boolean, and undefined. So what it going to do? We already know. Second word we had discussed that day, immutable. What means that they will be hard coded. Immutable means cannot change, can't change. Immutable means cannot change, but mutable means can change. And that day we had seen that how we were changing and we were changing or not change, like that type. Next, objects are variable. What means this? Objects, when you passing the object, be sure you are assigning with the variables. See that now they are considering objects are variable. It means not only key and value, because on the top itself we discussed everything become like object. Boolean, number, strings, everything like object. Okay. But here, what is that? If defined with the new keywords. Okay. Objects can be object, Boolean can be object, but when if defined with the new keywords. Okay. So next, where is that? Yeah. So let person equal to, so this is a string. So next, the JavaScript variable can also contain many value. Means here just only one value is there, but if you want to pass many value, what you will do? You will create the object with the help of a key and value pair. So a JavaScript object is a collection of a named value. We already know this. It is a common practice to declare object with the const keyword. Wherever you have doubt, please stop me there. So it is a common practice to declare an object with the const keyword. Okay. So always we will, if you going to declare array or object, try to go with the const keyword itself in place of let, because you're not going to change whatever value you had declared here. You're not going to redeclare that, and you're not going to change. Yeah, but if you want to change, you can do like that person dot and you can pass the value that we can do. Next, object
Sir,
property. Yeah,
one doubt, sir. In
yeah, please.
remain boolean is create in new keywords, not meaning.
Okay.
What is the
So
meaning of this?
okay. So if you return just a boolean, okay, like a boolean means a true or false. Okay, like a number, a string. How we were checking that number or a string? If you declared, yeah, if you declared this one, let person equal to something. So this become a string. We will check that it will give you a string. But same thing we can do by another process also. So what? One second. Don't go here. If you want to create the object of a string, how we will create the object of a string? How to create? With the help of new keyword, we
New
can create
keyword.
or not? We can create. So
Yes,
what
sir.
we will do? We will write new string, correct? And we will pass here. And we will assign one variable, let str equal to something, new string. So this become your, where is one? Yeah. So this become your, now this become your object. Okay. So that is written here on the first line, is that boolean are object, boolean can object. See the word can be means it is not that it is or it will be. No, it can be object. How? If he defines with the new keyword, only it will be object when you define by this one. Let's check that. Pass here some value, hello, and take one more, a data equal to mohan, mohan, and now do console. console.log and check the type of str and take one more console.log and type of which one data. Fine, let's
Yes,
save.
sir. Object and
So
string.
what are you thinking? What will be the object? Means what will be the output in both scenario?
First is object and second is string.
Okay, let's see what it will give. Where is the file? This one is open. I want this file. Okay, it link up fine. Oh, sorry. What is shortcut for server? Alt something was there. Yesterday I had given one task regarding handling all the event. What happened that task? Yesterday we had given one task to handle all the things. See, object and a string. So when you got the object, when we had created that one, correct? So same type. Suppose you going to create boolean. So how you will do that? New boolean. Okay. Now it will give you means it have the outputs of the boolean. It should be like true or false, correct or not. So
Yes, sir.
if that's something. But here what we will get? We will get output as that
Comparison.
object.
Yes,
No,
sir.
no. Here we will get object because we are
Yes.
going to check type of BOOL bool. Now see, we got a object. Okay. So boolean it is for the comparing purpose. In the Java or those languages, what we are studying, that thing itself. So is this clear? When
Yes,
so
sir.
see what is written here, all JavaScript values except primitive are object. But we are telling that primitives are also object. But when primitive, because we are written this a string and we had written here a string. But when this will be object, only when you declaring new, that time it will be object. Otherwise it will be not object. That is written here. Clear? Anyone having any doubt?
For me, sir, no doubt, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's move next. So object are variable, object properties. Okay, so we already know that key and value. Property will going like this type. Then object mod method. 1 second. Hello. Okay. So what are the objects methods? So inside that methods are action that can be performed on an object. So object properties can be both a primitive value and other object and function. So different things will be inside that object. We can take a object value, function, method, anything we can write. Like here, key is there, I color. Here we have taken this will be as a string. This will be your number, okay? And this will be your function. So anything we can write with the key and value pair inside the objects. So creating a JavaScript object. So how we can create the object? With the JavaScript, we can define and create your own object. One thing, why we are going line by line, because we already know just this is like a quick revision type. Okay. So there are different ways to create the new object. How we can create? So create a single object using the object literal. What was the object literal? That day we had discussed.
Sir, means variable declare and curly bracket.
Curly bracket. Yeah. So this is known as the object literal. Second, create a single object with that new keyword. With the help of new keyword also we can do. Same thing we had done here. New, and this is also your object. Correct? Next, define an object constructor and then create an object to the constructed type. Constructor means the same thing with the help of a new or we can create. So create an object using the object dot create method. So with the help of this method also we can create. So using an object literal. So what is that one? So with the help of a curly bracket. Okay. We not want more explanation these things. So with the help of this we can create. So here we had passed all the data. Go next, using the JavaScript keyword new with the help of a new keyword. So what we had done here, we had written just one person new object. Okay. And see that one thing here, when you creating new object, take this capital letter. First one, object, that will be your capital. See that string, this is your capital letter, not the small. When you're taking the boolean, it's a capital letter. Okay. So keep this mind that that will be capital letter. So once you created the object and after that we are passing the value. So how we passing the value? Person dot first name. It will give you what it will give? It will give you the object data in the form of a key and value pair. So right here console.log and person save and go to the output. So what it given? It given in the form of a key and value. So from where it taken that key? So it's taken the key from here, person dot first name, person dot last name, person dot age. This become your key and after equal to this become your value. So automatic it gone and created that object. So with the help of a new object keyword. Okay. So this type we can create a object, means we can declare and then we can pass value from our end. Okay. So the above example do the exactly the same thing, but there is no need to use a new object. Means what we had written here, we had written new object. We can do same thing just by just remove this and pass just curly braces. Let's save and check. We got the same thing. So same output, means there is no need to write the new keyword, new object. So in the case of array and object, don't go by this one, new object. Okay, directly just pass like this. Suppose you have to make a string, sorry, array. How you will make that? How you will declare a new array? Just let arr data equal to just array symbol. This is, got it? This symbol. Nothing you have to do any extra. This become your array and now you can push the data. So yeah, for readability, simplicity and execution speed, use the object literal method. That is this one. Next, JavaScript objects are mutable. Mutable means it can change. How you can change? Objects are mutable. They are addressed by reference, not by value. So how you are addressing any JavaScript object. So with the help of a key, if you want to address this 50, how you will address? With the help of a age, you will target that. Then only we are getting person. What is that? Person dot age. See that we got 50 there. Once you get output here, na, you can get maximum thing in the console directly because your data is available there. Okay. So if person is an object, the following statement will not create a copy of a person. So const x equal to person will not create a copy of person. It will not create because whatever data we had got this one and it will manipulate on this itself because we are not going to create the reference. We are not. So next, the object X is not a copy of person. The complete person itself is assigned there. It is a person. Both X and person are same object. But if suppose you want to create, so how you will create? With the help of new keyword. Like in date, what we are doing? We are doing a new date. Then it is creating. That become another thing. That's not exact same. Both will be not same. So any changes to X will also change in the person because X and person are the same object. Okay. So next x dot age, if you passing the value, it will assign there itself. So up to here, anyone have any issue? Let me know first. Then I will move next. Any issue? This thing, this thing we had discussed and already. I think everyone know. Any issue? Then tell me. Dharmender, you came back or still you are there? Okay. So let's move next. JavaScript object properties. So properties are the most important part of any JavaScript object. Next, JavaScript property. Properties are the values associated with a JavaScript object. And the JavaScript object is a collection of unordered properties. There will be no any ordered like alphabetical or this, that, nothing like that. It will be unordered. Next, properties can usually be changed. How you can change the property? Added and deleted, but some are read only. Means in some case you can just read or delete. Means just only one property value will be. So the syntax for accessing the property of an object. So how you can access? So see, there are three ways to access the data. Got it? So first way, person.age, console.log, console dot and log, and inside this we will pass person and dot sorry age, and we got 50. Fine. With the help of this we access the data. I want same thing but not this way. So what is the another process? Another process is the property like this way and pass age here. I think that will be in single quote. Let's see. Yeah, what it came, age. Yeah, 1 second. So the another process like this way, it also given you the value, same value. Second, next one. So next is assigned with the variable. So x equal to age or person x. Okay, like this way you can. Means x equal to age and then inside the person you passing x. Means in the second step you passing the property inside the object like this way. So three ways are there to accessing the data. Let's copy this one. Dharmender, if you will come back, just let me know.
सर आ ही गया है.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So what we had done here? Where is person? Oh, I commented. Okay, so what we passing here, person dot age, it will give you 50. Then we had passed like this way, then one more wage are there. What was that? We can assign that let x equal to and to take the age. So how we can take age? So age like this, it will just give you this string property itself, not the value here. See, if you will console here, console x, let's save what you got. So we got 50, 50 and age. Okay, because here you taking the age one, and this age we will pass where we will pass, we will pass in the person, because if we will access like this way and pass x, then you will get the value. Now see, we got a 50, the age is coming from the above one, line number 145. Now this all are giving you 50, means there are three ways by which we can access the data of the object. Any issue in this three? Tell me first. Anyone having any problem?
No, sir.
Issue?
No,
Fine.
sir.
Fine. See, these all ways just try to get, because when you will work on the programming side, means on the real application, that time you will get these all things. Okay. These are just simple. This not very complicated. Nothing is there. But just you have to keep in mind that we can get the data like this way also. Okay. So there are two examples. The same thing is there. I will not go that. Next, for in loop, how we can get the properties. So the JavaScript for in statement loop through the properties of an object. So which is property actually? Property means
Syntax
which one?
property.
Key, sir.
Yeah, yeah, key. So with the help of a for in, we can loop through the key of that. Key in the sense here, first name, last name, age, eye color, those. So let's do one thing. Take one here. Just only one line of sentence will be. Any doubt that how we can write that this for in or for of? Anyone having issue? And let x equal to this, text equal to not there. So define the text. Let, oh sorry, will not define here. It to be, otherwise it will give that issue. Okay, do one thing. Go in the console and take person. Now see, if you have to access the data, suppose you want to access just x, let it to be first x. Comment this line also. Yeah. Now save and go to that. So what property we got? We got a x. And what is the x? X is first, last, name, those all. Okay. And same thing we was getting from which was that method? What method was that? Object dot entry. How we was getting that? Object dot entry. Just now we had revised that version. There we was getting. How we can access this one? So how we will write? We will write console.log and object. Who is the object? Person. Object is person. Correct? And dot. What we want? We want a keys. Let's see whether it's working or not. So we got the same thing. 1 second. No, it's not given.
I think, sir, object dot entities or inside the pass person.
Object dot keys. Object dot. Okay, you telling here to pass. Object dot person. Inside keys. Keys. No, it's not like that.
No, sir. Object dot entities whatever you pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entry.
Then yeah, inside where parenthesis
Okay, parenthesis.
pass person.
Yeah, that I think here you can pass person dot, yeah, person dot keys keys. Let's see. No dot something. It's giving
Sir,
it giving
sir,
that.
sir, only person, sir. Pass only person.
Okay, it's given that complete data in the form of this one, first name John, this that whatever. Okay, you can check that method, but with the help of this object dot entries also we can get key and value. Correct. So that thing we were checking.
I think person dot
Okay.
object dot
So
entity.
person dot, yeah, that I was passing there. Person dot entries and inside each will be.
No, sir. Here, I think no any data.
No, something restrict. Okay, so adding new properties. Up to now, what we was looking over, we was accessing the data. But now, if you want to add the data, means now add the data in the sense adding the data in the object in the form of a key and value pair. Like here, predefined first name, last name, age. These all are the predefined. But if you want to add new, how we can add that? So we can add person dot then key equal to value like this way. Means where is my data person? Okay, so we taken person dot nationality then English. Means now if you will receive the person data console dot log, now see what it giving you. So it's not given, yeah, it came nationality is equal to English because we had added that. Means dynamically we going to add the data. Clear? So whatever key you want, you have to pass here after dot. Now if you want to delete, so what you can do, you can use the delete keyword and person dot means 1 second delete, and after that what you want to delete, person dot age. So let's say if you deleted that, now check that console dot log and person and save, and now check the value. So what happened, there are two time. One time with the age. 1 second. Person dot age. Age is there. Yeah. So here age is there 50. Correct. But in the second case, age is not there. Correct. So it got deleted. With the help of a delete, we can delete that one. Clear? Or any issue? Okay. Fine. So with the help of that, okay. So same thing we can do, person dot age we had written. Now we can pass it like this way also with the help of property inside the square bracket. I think we had discussed this square bracket. This is known as the property access. Means and same thing we will learn in the Angular, that is property binding. Okay, so everywhere the name is always same. So by this way you can access the property. So that the delete keyword delete both the value of the property and the property itself. Means the delete will not keep any other value or this that. No, it will delete the complete data. Means key and value both are going to be deleted from there with the help of delete. But after deleting, the property cannot be used before it is adding back again. If you want to use again, you have to add, then only you can use that because it got deleted. The delete operator is designed to be used on object property. It has no effect on the variable or function. Means it will not work on the variable and function side. It will work only on the object. The delete operator should not be used on predefined JavaScript object properties. It can crash your application. So don't use a delete one. Otherwise your application will be shut down. Then nested object. Nested object in the sense my object we had taken. This is your my object completely, and inside this we had taken one more object. So this is known as the nested object. And whatever we are doing operation, you can do that. So how we can access that another data? My car object dot cars means you reached on where this line. And after that, if you want car 1, car 2, car 3, you will pass that dot cars 2 or something key value. So same scenario, it's not any issue. Then again, property binding. By that way we can access. But same thing, you can go with the property binding here also. Means first you take in my means cars. So due to cars, what happened? This will come. This complete data will come. And after that, we passing car 2 or car 1. So we will access. So property access. Just we have to think step by step, we will reach there. Next, let P1 equal to car, P2 equal to car. And my object P1 and P2, what it will do? Any idea? What it going to do? So we had written P1 and we had written P2 equal to cars. And here what we are doing? We are passing that value, means we are trying to access. Okay, so it will give you the result. My car object means car 1 and car 2 like that. So it will give you the value. Next is the nested array and object, means inside the object you can pass the array object also. Means whatever you want, you can pass the data, like cars is there and these are the array, and inside the array again the object came. These all are the objects. So we can manipulate the data. Yesterday itself we had seen that how we was accessing that one product detail. Product detail we had means created inside that object, made multiple again the array or object data are there. So there is no restriction that if you created object, then why you will take array data inside. No, you can take as much data, but it should be in the proper format. And for accessing the data, same thing, for loop and while loop, whatever looping we know, we will use that accordingly. What data are coming, whether it is in array or whether it is in the object or whether a string. So accordingly, we have to look over that. Then property attributes. What is that? So all the property have a name. Everyone have name and key. So everyone have a name. In addition, they also have a value. Okay. So the value is one of the properties attribute. Fine. Other attributes are enumerable, configurable, and writable. These attributes define how the property can be accessed. Is it readable? Is it writable? Or means if we passed these three, means some parameters are there. If we will pass that just read only, so it will be like a read type only. You can't change like that. If we passing something attribute, then it will be got affected like that, like a disabled. So if you want to disable something, you can use the disable property. If you want to read only, you can go read only. So like that. In JavaScript, all the attributes can be read, but only the value attribute can be changed, and only if the property is writable. Means if they have a writable access, then only, because otherwise by default read access everyone have. So ECMAScript 5 has the method for both getting and setting all the property attribute. We will look over that. How to get and set property, prototype properties. JavaScript object method. What is this? Okay, these are all common now. So JavaScript object inherit the properties of their prototype. Their prototype means what? Their parent, like a inheritance type. So whatever property, suppose that array having, just a common example, array. So whatever property array get, like push, pop, if you creating one array, let stu data equal to array. So now whatever property array have, this stu data will get those all property. Next, where it gone? Yeah, prototype. Yeah, the JavaScript object inherit the properties from their prototype. Then the delete keyword does not delete the inherited properties, But if you delete the prototype property, it will affect all the object inherited from the prototype. Means if you will use the delete keyword, then the property got deleted from the this one, not from the array. Means if you will delete some data or something, then it will go and delete from the reference itself. Next, JavaScript object methods. So inside the means we had taken one object here, and inside object we written some method like function first name, last name. So what they are doing? So they're taking first name. Okay. So what it taken here? It taken const person equal to something, and inside person they had written one function that is full name. And what it will do? It taking that return this dot first name and last name. But from where they getting the first name and last name? Because we had written this dot first name. So first name is there and then last name this dot. And after that we are accessing person dot full name. Means this one. So be getting person dot full name. So what you got from here? In the inside the object, data strings are there, then numbers are there, then some methods are there, some functions are there. So everything we can keep inside that. Then object methods. So like that way we can access that person dot whatever function name or method name is there, we can access with the help of that one. What is this? This means same thing, whatever we had studied, this keyword, that itself. You will get this approx, I think 2 or 3 times. I had not removed, I had kept that. So in JavaScript, this keyword refer to an object. Which object depend on how this is belonging being invoked, user used or called. Let it to be. This keyword refer to the different object depending on how it is used. Means maybe that will be object, maybe when that is inside the function, maybe that is inside the arrow function. So each time the behavior of this will be different. So in object method, that this refer to the object. Along this refer to the global object. Means if you will write this directly without anything, go in the console.log. Console.log and write here this. This okay, so now this refer to your window object because this is globally, this is outside. So that is the thing. Next, inside the function, this refer to the global object. In function, in a strict mode, this is undefined. This refers to an element that receive the event inside the event. If you written any event, and this refers to the element that receive the event. We had looked over how in the button we had added this keyword. Next, method like call, apply, bind refer to this to any object. So this is not a variable, it is a keyword. You cannot change the value of this because that's a keyword. Next, JavaScript method. What is this? Where is the topic? These all are just all. Accessing, adding a method to object, then using inbuilt method, where JavaScript display object, how to JavaScript object. See that I will go just within 2 minutes. I will go quick revision this one. So object method name, we already know how to get. Suppose this is your method, means we had defined that one. So you can get that with the help of object name. But if you're not passing this parenthesis, what it will give? If you not passing parenthesis, just full name, what it will give? It will return the complete function. Correct or not? So that is the thing. So adding a method to an object means in the function, means in the object we are passing from outside. So right, like this way we can pass person dot name equal to whatever function you return, as like suppose if you removing this one, maybe you will get confused that this much, remove this person dot name equal to pass Mohan. What will happen now? Now the name will be Mohan, but I not want like this. I want something to be manipulate or somewhere full name or this that. So we replace the same thing by this process. So it will pass the value. So next inbuilt method. Something inbuilt methods are there like to uppercase for converting into upper. Then whatever text you will write, suppose that see this dot first last name, this dot first name. So whatever is written there, we had added a dot to uppercase. It will convert into uppercase. Means whatever return value will be, it will come in the upper value. Then if you want in the string, you can go with that string. Means many inbuilt methods are there, so we can get that one. So JavaScript display object, how to display that? So we can already just now we had seen object output, means here we will pass that property. This one, the person, suppose we had written person, what will happen? This will give the complete data. But if you want age, then you will go with person dot age. So different ways are there. So display the object properties by name in the loop object dot value JSON dot stringify. Person dot city, person dot age. These are the ways by which we are accessing the data. Second, by the loop, display the object in a loop. Then we can loop that, and once we had looped, we will get the value. You must use person and then parent this one property one, because each time x value will change. So that's why we are using that one. Second, object dot value. So what it will do? Object dot value and person. So yeah, this one was we had done mistake actually while writing this that time. You have to write like this way, object dot value. We was writing here keys. So now it will give you what happened. My object is not defined. Okay, where is my object? My object, this one. Yeah, it given you the complete value only. Key is not there. So write key, keys, keys. So it given you the keys, first name, last name, that one. Okay. So what was a mistake actually? We was writing object dot and value here, and then key. Okay, we was passing after this itself. Person dot we was writing. So like array, we was writing in array dot is array. We are checking that one is array. So like that itself, that one is object dot keys, and inside this you have to pass the data, complete data. Means you have to take that inbuilt method. So JSON dot stringify, it will convert the data into a string format. So suppose the data is there, and if you want to convert into a string, JSON dot stringify, and inside that you have to pass the data. So same thing we was doing in the local storage time. That is JSON dot stringify, and inside whatever data was there, you will passing that inside. So it got converted into a string, JSON dot stringify person, and then it got converted. So the result will be in a string following the JSON notation. Means notation will be same, but result will be a string. It will be not in the JSON type. Then a stringify date. Suppose you getting date and you want to convert into a string. So how you can do? Same JSON dot stringify, convert the date into a string format. See that JSON dot stringify, and in yeah, inside this one date is there. So you want, you can change that one. It will get converted into a string. A stringify function means if you want to convert any function into a string. So how you can do? JSON dot stringify will not stringify the function. So it will not convert the function into a string format. So const person equal to age, we had written age here. Let my string equal to JSON dot stringify and person. So it will convert that complete data itself into the which one? JSON format. It will convert the complete data into a string format, not the function. But due to the conversion of this complete string, the function will be also comes under like that. So that, but particularly one function you can't convert. So this can be fixed if you convert the function into a string before a stringify. Means before a stringify, you have to convert into a string. What they are doing. Age function equal to this. Okay, so they are taking person dot age and dot to a string, because these all are in the JSON format, key and value pair. So first they converted into a string and they had assigned this one person dot age. Means now the result person dot age will be in the string, and after that they converted into JSON dot stringify. Okay, then array, we can convert this one also. So it is also possible to stringify the JavaScript arrays. So how we can just normal JSON dot stringify and pass that data. So why we all are passing into a stringify, JSON dot stringify? Because in the server side, when you passing the data, you have to convert into JSON dot stringify, means a string format, and then you have to pass. That's why we are. And once it's saved in the database, once you getting back, then again you will get in the, you will convert into normal string itself. So JSON will be a string following the JSON notation. Means it is like a string itself, but it will follow the JSON notation. That is the main key. Okay, now the object as a series, this we will start tomorrow, because these all are the new topic. This topic only, getters and setters. We don't know. Then how to get data, how to set that, means a property and value, that we will learn with the help of a getter and setter. And I think this getter and setter, maybe who all study Java, they know that.